shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece, that mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't pound to surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want.
We are at the oldest continually operating stadium in the NFL as you get a look inside Lambeau.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, they will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me celebrate. I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands. No man, the man, oh, deal with the hands. Thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans. I do what I want, they do what they can. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. Hot boy, just consider me flammable. Sure shot, I got all the intangibles. Need a leash, I'm a beast, I'm an animal. Heat the competition up like a Hannibal. Know the game like I wrote up the manual. I do weekly what you do on the annual. MVP, that decision unanimous. Big dials, I don't think they can handle it. Battlefield, it's just me and my warriors. Guaranteed we emerging victorious. Years, blood, sweat, tears, is glorious. I remember when they always ignoring us. Dash, got it on.
Coach, this is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers. It's an Indian summer afternoon. Perfect conditions for football, and off we go on EA Sports. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go!
Here we go. Wait, 80!
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And right away, he lost the football. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5-yard. The defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will face a 2nd and 9 now following the penalty. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. This time able to hold on to the football, but not much room to run.
Early down stuffs to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. They're able to locate Wilson. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, the ball should be there, and then they can do some work afterwards.
They try to run on 1st down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 38-yard line. Here we go. 180!
Drop deep.
Lock! 55! Right there in the middle, 55! Turn for you! Shit, man!
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down. We documented it last week. They played so well defensively. 4 interceptions. Tried to get their hands on another one there.
And when you've had 4 the previous week, you are just itching for more the very next week. And there was a great opportunity that went by the wayside. But let's not underscore what's going on with this defensive unit. They are around the ball every time it's being put in the air.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
Set, ready? 30 base.
Here I come! Here I come!
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. That good for 22 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys didn't come out of the gate. I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
Offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And with the play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
50, plant.
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first.
And it's third down.
Let's go now. 10 logo.
Mike 58 right there. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, deep. Switch. Let's go.
Now Kamara. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down. And no field goal try here from the red zone. Offense out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go with Kamara. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Alvin Kamara unable to push past that yellow line. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Gordon. He's got it, and he loses the football a second time, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. Not the trend he wanted to start the season with a fumble lost in both weeks 1 and 2. Now, it's not a disaster, but certainly not what he was looking for.
Got to get that fixed because otherwise he shows up on every scouting report. I remember sitting in defensive rooms and hearing the scouting report from my coaches, and if someone had a particular problem carrying the ball and holding on to it, that was noted. Hey, make sure you get a little extra attention to him. Get after the football. He's dropped it the last couple of games.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Denny. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
And their first down, Chiefs.
Down, 18 Gator. You want this?
On the ground, Kamara. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Noah Spence in on the stop. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is, and really a lot of the time they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
I don't care what game it is. Everyone's always looking for an early advantage, an early break, and they almost had one there. That should have been an interception. Nice catch. Just couldn't get his feet down in bounds.
And offensively lucky to have that one back. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Back to throw. Denny. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyler Eifert, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On play action, now Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Man, it's caught inside the 10. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
You got It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
21.
They'll give it to Gordon out of a shotgun. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Mike, 55.
Garoppolo now on 3rd and goal. And he's got it. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means fourth down. They wind up with 6 on the hook up there, but it's not enough. 4th and goal. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. They come out here in the eye. And no move to take the offense on the field. They're going to stay out there and go for it on 4th and goal. Garoppolo, quarterback sneak, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Jimmy Garoppolo, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by McCrane, up and good, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Credit the tackle there to Jordan Lewis.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
90 Wolf.
To throw on 3rd down. Denny. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And into the end zone. It's a pick-6 and a Packer touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism, because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On first down, Denny over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Landry. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. A 10th carry for Kamara, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. 20. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Paris Campbell, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. No problem there on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching.
And oh my goodness, he loses it again. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And he has brought this one back. A fumble recovery for a Chiefs touchdown. Point after here coming up. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Chiefs 21, Packers 14.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
The
here we go.
Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but they're first nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now this throw caught left side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
It's a gain of 13 yards. Leads to 3rd down and 5.
The Packers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process.
There are a lot of tough routes to try and cover. When you see a runner come out of the backfield and run this angle route, looks like they're going to the flat, and then they put their foot in the ground and cut back sharply inside, not easily covered. And then when they catch it, good momentum built up by them as well.
And able to pick up the first. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
Here we go, here we go. Like 80! Check 55 to Mike. I'm coming!
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And this one's incomplete. They were looking for Johnson that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Garoppolo looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
A good gain there on first down. That run will get them 7 up to the 32-yard line. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
We get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 7 yards there and a first down. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Denny. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Noah Spence. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
And it's 3rd down.
On the ready.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Denny. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. This is taken at the 15. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tighten up. Pull together. Set hunt. Mike 55. Watch the run.
Now Garoppolo. Looking deep for Jennings. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Jennings was the one he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
It's at 3rd down and 6 yards to go.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Tight end right. 3 down.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Gonna look deep for Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Ready for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Running with Kamara. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off the play fake. Denny to the right side, and he's got Landry complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
19 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
Ready? 60 outlaw.
On first and 10, Denny out of the backfield. That's complete to Kamara. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
21.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And Wilson has it. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. A toss play, Gordon. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They're down here in the 3rd quarter, trying to get something going. Going to the outside there didn't work out, though.
Yeah, and from the cheap seats and from where you and I are sitting, we did pay a pretty good price to get in here, right? You often wonder to yourself, why do you make that type of a call? That one went for no gain. But I think this offense thinks to itself, if we keep running these plays, eventually something may pop. It just didn't on that one.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now, it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. That one good for 12 yards in a Kansas City first.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. And this will be taken across midfield and into Green Bay territory. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the 3rd down stop.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to make it 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Here we go, here we go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 80!
Garoppolo on 1st down. Complete. It's Johnson. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Here we go,
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
21. Here we go. Hey, get hot.
To throw is Garoppolo. He's got his man here. It's Gary Jennings Jr. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And he fires one incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Dancing to his left. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. Here it's 3rd and 2. Garoppolo now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
11. 55.
Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. Touchdown, Packers. Rookie Seals-Jones. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9 now. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Kamara. The tackle there by Patrick Peterson.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
Ready, 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
From the gun on 3rd down, Denny. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
It's now 3rd and 4.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4.
Hey, let's get there.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he finds Seals Jones complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36. Now Gordon. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 25-yard line.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. You can't block me. You can't block me.
They run it here with Gordon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Check, check, watch 54, watch 54. Here it comes, here it comes. Right there, 54, right there, right there. 54, Mike. Yeah, you don't want none. Mike's 54.
To throw is Garoppolo. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
McClain's kick is good, and with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they'd manage the clock exactly right.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this fourth quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just 1 more incompletion away from salting away this victory. And I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Denny. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Khalil Mack. And boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. It's 1st and goal and a late touchdown at this stage. Could officially salt it. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know
Honey, I dash. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. They will not stop me. Tenfold, copy, end zone. Watch me celebrate. I'm cocky. I do my dance. Jump in the stands. No man, the man. Oh, there with the